Hi guys, Steve Girardi here. Welcome to Steve Strings. As you can see, today is another unboxing video. In this case, it's an instrument that I received from the 11th Great CBG Builder Swap-Off, which is a Facebook group that I belong to. Now, a few days ago, I posted the instrument that I built as part of that, and I'll put that link up here. You can go ahead and check that out. But today, I have received the instrument from the builder who made an instrument for me. And I don't know who this is just yet. Based upon the last few folks who are remaining, I have an idea, but I'm not really sure. So let's go ahead and open this box and see what the instrument is. Take it really well. Okay, I think we're about there. All right, so let's see. What do we have here? So you'll see it as I am. Oh, wow, okay. Lots of good padding in there. Let's take this away. Okay, we got some bubble wrap. Okay, good. And there is a note. Oh, let me go ahead and check this out. I have to take my glasses off. Hi, Steve. I hope you enjoy this combo giddy. That's a little rustic and kind of steampunk. It's a 4-string and was tuned A, D, G, B, with the A tuned down to G. It has a 2-inch disc transducer, hot glued to the lid, straight up from the volume knob on the other side of the stick. Never seen one with a 360-degree sound hole before, so I gave it a shot. Old painted yardstick fretboard with CBG fret wire and tuners. The accent metal is some flat stock from work on the headstock, tailpiece, and the decorative sound hole. Burn marks for position markers on fretboard and a neck on the player's side. Left it natty because I couldn't decide what direction to go. The laminated headstock is orange wood, came out of an old cigar box. No clue what that is. Included a box and a lot of creative goodies, including sound hole ideas and hobo picks, which are red ties. He says, enjoy it. Can't wait to see your reaction and hear it played. Right. This is a fun one to make. Signed, James Lester. Well, James, thank you very much. Let me go ahead and actually take a look at this now that I've gotten a bit of a tease on what this might be looking like. Alrighty, so it looks like this is the cigar box he included in the goodies. Let's go ahead and check that out first. Oh, it's an Oliva box. I love Oliva boxes. Yeah, I've made a ukulele out of one and it turned out great. Okay, lots of little goodies in here. It's got some strings and things. Some things for sound holes. Well, I will put all of those to good use, I am quite sure. All right, without further ado, let's get down to the instrument. It's wrapped up here. Oh. Let's check this out. All right, it is definitely steampunkish. Oh, wow. Check that out. Look at that headstock and the fretboard. Oh, wow. Check that out. Wow. Okay, now let me look at that up close. Okay, yeah, definitely steampunkish. It's got like some kind of a grill or some metal on there he talked about. Oh, interesting. He's got a string spacer that's made of copper. That is cool. Looks like brass or Evo gold frets from the look of them. They're kind of goldish colored. And again, he's got some of that, not brass, sorry, copper. Looks like tube as the bridge. And that's a really interesting tailpiece. I kind of like that. That is very cool. And I like that he doesn't have sound holes on the top of it. Rather, the sound is coming out from the sides all the way around. That is really, really cool. Well, let me go ahead and get this tuned up and see how it sounds. I've now tuned this instrument up, and I'd like to go over a few things I noticed about this and talk about some issues I discovered. First of all, you can see here that the bridge on this is made of a piece of copper pipe, and it's sort of a flat, sort of a takeoff area on that. The neck here, the fretboard, you can see is thinned down and then glued there to the cigar box, which is interesting. They have sort of burn marks in here for the position markers on the face and the side of it. And the really interesting here that he did was he made a nut also out of a piece of that copper pipe. And if you look at it here, you can see that he actually had to cut into that pipe in order to, try to set the action. But from looking at this, hopefully you can see that all right, is that the action's a bit variable here at the first nut. I'm sorry, at the first fret. I measured it as 0.25 millimeters on the fourth string, but 2.25 millimeters on the first string, and that's leading to some intonation issues. The other thing here is that he has this really interesting string retainer. It's that perforated sort of steel plate, but the strings don't slide under it very well, and so tuning this was a real challenge. I think to address these, to help with the intonation, I think swapping out that string retainer and maybe swapping this copper tube out for a different nut will help that, because the string, the other thing is, you might see this, is that the takeoff point on the nut from the strings is not there at the end of the fretboard. It's sort of, toward the headstock more, which means when I played these strings with that, they were off key at every fret up the fretboard, which means I get to play it for you now with a slide. I've tuned this to G, C, E, G, so it's an open C chord, and right now you can see it's not plugged in, just so you can get a sense of what it sounds like, sort of, not plugged in. And on the slide, I apologize for my bad slide playing. Now let's go ahead and see what this sounds like through the amp. So he has a couple of piezos underneath here, and also, hopefully you can hear this, he has a reverberation spring inside there to help out with that reverb from the strings. So there you go, a little sound sample for this instrument. Again, what I think I'll do is I may go ahead and swap out that nut, string retainer, and I might swap out the bridge there as well, so that I can play this, play chords and play notes on it. I've now done a little work on this instrument that James Lester sent me, and I can show you what I did. Again, he had a piece of copper tubing here previously as the nut, and there were some issues with intonation, and he also had a string guide here. And so I basically taken the string guide away. I still have a great break angle there for the strings. I don't really need that. And you can see that I created a walnut nut for this. I still need to tune in the action on that a bit. It's still a little bit high. I need to tweak this more. I also did some fret leveling, because some of the frets were kind of high and I was getting some buzz. Right now I only have one note that's a little buzzy, and and that's at the 3rd fret. That 1 fret was low, and I basically had flattened everything out, and that's still low. So I could probably go back and do a little more lowering of the frets to deal with that one there. So I did that, and the other thing I did was I swapped out the bridge. He had, again, a piece of copper tubing for a bridge, and you can see here that I now have basically a bolt there underneath of a wooden base as the bridge. And I had to, this thing here had come to a point. I had to cut a bit of that away to have room for that bridge to go there. But so that's the change. Let's go ahead and turn this up a bit here. And you can see it sounds pretty good. You can hear it ringing out. When I hit the strings, it's still ringing from that piezo that's in there. Let's go ahead and see what it sounds like all tuned up now. I now have this tuned to octave ukulele tuning, G, C, E, A, and again, these are the A, D, G, and B strings from a standard set. That's what Casey put on here. So. Well, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed today's unboxing and review of this really neat instrument I got from James Lester. If you did, please give a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of my builds or unboxings or reviews that I do, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.